One of my least favorite things to do as a parent is to follow through on discipline. I hate it. I really hate it. We have this rule that if you have grades that drop below a B, the kids lose everything. They lose their phone. That's how they communicate with their friends. The ability to hang out with friends, go anywhere. They lose the ability to watch TV, and it really is hard because grades fluctuate throughout the semester. But what we found was when we kind of like gave into it and let them sort of make their own rules, we just have these big dips where they couldn't dig out. So we made this rule where if you have your grades at any point drop below a B, you're kind of screwed. And we're kind of screwed too, because now I have a very, very pissed off and grumpy daughter downstairs who's 13 and hormonal and not very happy with me. And honestly, if it were up to me tonight, I would have just let her hang out with her friend. I really think that being social is almost as important as a lot of other big things like studying. I really feel like kids need to learn how to be social and interact with other humans, and connection is really important. So my husband was tough tonight and he said no, and she was really, really snotty, and he took her phone, and it wasn't very pretty. So that's definitely one of my least favorite things to do, is actually follow through with the kids, but it is important, and that's what we had to do tonight. And so she's pouting. She's not the kind of kid that like go to her room and hide and keep her sourness to herself. She sort of like spreads it all over the rest of the family. So I really hate punishing that kid in particular. The discussion that she seems to need goes on for a long time. Like, why? I don't see why it's a big deal. I don't want to go to college. Like, she just takes it to this whole, and she's only like in middle school, you know? And I'm like, well, you might not want to go to college, but I still want you to have those options. You're 6 years away from making that decision, so it's really important that you have good study habits. If you caught her on a normal day when her grades were good, and if she saw us having to coach another one of our daughters or our son through this, she'd be like, oh yeah, it's really important to get good grades. She thinks being a good student is important, but now that her grade has dropped to a C and she can't do anything and it's a Friday night, she's not very happy. So that's probably one of my least favorite things about parenting, is I feel really, really bad when I have to punish them. But I know it's important and they're learning. It's hard though.